Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to learn new chapter. The name of the chapter is Entrepreneurial Skills. Before that, let me tell you what is entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is a business person who is self-employed and set up a business, taking on calculated financial risk in the hope of learning profit. Let's look at the session 1, which is identify various type of business activities. Business is an economic activity that is related to the regular production and distribution of goods and services for profit. Businesses are important for the society to sustain. They cater to the needs of the people. But at a time we find that there is a gap between what is needed and what is available. This gap is used by some people as an opportunity in setting up small businesses. They are the people who are ready to take risk and fill the gap by providing necessary product and services for profit. These people are called entrepreneurs. So, an entrepreneur is a business person who is self-employed and set up a business, taking on calculated financial risk in the hope of learning profit. An entrepreneur brings a new ideas to start a businesses. Here the term new idea is very important because a business person cannot be called entrepreneur unless he or she introduces a new idea or methodology to the business. Business and entrepreneurship are complementary to each other and cannot be separated. Let me tell you what are the steps for starting a business. Research an idea. The first step is to come up with the business idea. A business idea could be based on something you are interested in doing, a need you see in the market. Getting money and material. Once you have the idea, you can start a business on a small scale with enough money to help you in buying basic material. Understanding customers' needs. Once you start selling, you will find out what your customer likes and wants. You will also find out what your customer does not like during this stage. Improving product or services. You can use the knowledge of your customer's needs to assess what your customer likes and what does not. This will help you to improve your product. Business can be for profit organization or non-profit organizations depending on their line of work and way of working. Then what are the types of business activities? The business activities are varied and comprise several types of activities. All business activities may be classified into the following categories. Let's learn one by one. Manufacturing business. It is also called product business. Manufacturing is the making of goods by hand or by machine that upon completion the business sells to a customer. Manufacturing business use machines, robots, computers and humans to produce the finished goods. For example, computer and electronic manufacture, car, trucks and van manufacture, shoe and clothes manufacture, etc. Service business. A service business is a company that provides certain professional supports to its client. In this, a seller helps the buyer to finish some work. A service business revolves around the idea of a company providing its customer with same kind of service. Hybrid business. A hybrid business is the one where the business is doing both the selling product as well as a service. The customer is no longer required to travel a long distance or go through the tedious process in order to make payments because such a business have already set up an online payment system. Now let's look into types of business found in our community. People in a community have varied interest and different requirement. An entrepreneur identifies these interests, needs and establish specific enterprises. The choice of the types and form of the business needs a lot of consideration. The community business enterprises may operate businesses under any one of the several businesses structures. These includes sole proprietorship. It is a business that is owned by a single person. It is among the easiest kind of business to start because it doesn't take a lot of paperwork to become a sole proprietor of a business. Partnership is a business that is formed by two or more persons who agree to contribute money, labor, or skill to a business. In partnership, the partners share the profits, losses, management of the business, and are personally and equally liable for debts of the partnership. Corporation. A corporation is a business entity that is owned by its shareholders who elect by board of director to oversee the organization's activities. A corporation shareholders, directors, officers and managers must observe particular formalities in a corporation operation and administration. The corporation businesses are three types. Corporation is only a few people control stocks and not publicly traded. Public corporation is the one that is authorized to sell its stock to the public and sell shares to raise money. Crown corporation. It is the business owned by the federal or crown corporation. It is a business owned by the federal or provincial government. Cooperative society. It is a society organized with the purpose of rendering service to its members and to the public in general, as well as it is organized on the principle of mutual self-help. As an incorporated association of persons, it enjoys long-lasting life. It has a distinct identity and the liability of its members is limited. For example, Amul.